Hi, I'm Rob Word. Welcome to A Word on Westerns, where one of our very good friends, Will Ryan, just passed away of cancer. He was only 72 years old, and you know him for his singing and for his voiceover talent, especially if you attended some of our many shows, because when we would start the program before the interviews, Will would come out, usually with a trio, the Saguaro Sisters, singing angelically with original songs that Will wrote. He was so much a part of our program that it's really sad that he's gone way too young, and we're lucky that we recorded some of his music over and over again. So you'll see some of those right now because I've put those together as a tribute to Will. He also was a voice actor for Disney in Winnie the Pooh. He was the giant in the Mickey Mouse Club. He also did Garfield and Friends and American Tail. He was quite talented and always fun. Just laughing, just a pleasure to be with. And he did some great comedy two-reelers. Now, you think he can't be that old. Well, those comedy two-reelers are The Adventures of Biffle and Schuster, and he played Schuster with Nick Santamaria, and these were two-reel black and white comedy shorts directed by Michael Schlesinger. You can find them on Amazon and on Netflix, too. But Will, this is for you, pal. We miss you, and I think all of you will enjoy watching his creativity and hearing some wonderful songs written by Will Ryan. Led by the effervescent Will Ryan.
Thank you, Rob. And once again, I'd like to introduce Shona, Corona, and Katrona, the Saguaro Sisters. Here's a song that around the time that Duke Morrison was changing his name to John Wayne, he was making a movie called The Big Trail, and then things went back down, and then when it went back up about 9 years later. And here's a song that was tops in the country at that time. Whenever Singin' Sandy starts to croon, them bad guys up and hightail out of town. For no matter how compelling Sandy's tune, he's aiming to gun some villain down. Oh, it's a rare peculiarity. Desperados bite the dust and flee to an eerie melody. They meet their destiny whenever Singin' Sandy starts to croon. Beware, 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 beware that haunting air. Beware, 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 beware. He's 6'4" and a hat of black. If you're on the square, he's got your back. So let the peace in order soon. Whenever Singin' Sandy starts to croon. Okay. Ba-da-da-da. Boo-da-da-da. Boo-da-dee-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da. Repeat. Beware, 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 beware that haunting air. Beware, 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 beware. He's 6'4" and a hat of black. If you're on the square, he's got your back. So rest assured, there's peace and order soon. Whenever Singin' Sandy starts to croon. Whenever Singin' Sandy starts to croon. I've been very busy writing songs, and we're from Cactus County, California, and things aren't overly political over there. we all seem to tend to agree on just about everything.
Seem to tend to, yep.
Yep. Yeah. Seem to kind of tend to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually when there's voting, everything's unanimous. But way back in time, there was a protest songwriter in Cactus County, and he wrote a protest song. It's the only protest song that was ever written in Cactus County, California. It goes like this. 2, 3, 4.
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
Things are so much worser since it came.
Worser? Is it a word?
That ornery
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
seems the West has never been the same.
Nope.
Time there was, and what a time when we would all run free. Nothing ever standing in our way. Hey, now we are inflicted with inhospitality.
Hey.
And all that we can do is rue the day they went and strung up
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
Things are so much worser since it came.
Still up with that worser.
That ornery
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
seems the West has never been the same. Whatever happened to our freedom? Where did it ever up and go? What are we looking at tomorrow? And do we really want to know? Whatever happened to our freedom? Where did it ever up and go? What are we looking at tomorrow? And do we really want to know? Barbed wire,
Barbed wire.
things are so much worser since it came.
Sure is.
Oh, that ornery
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
seems the West will never be this. Everybody sing along.
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
Things are so much worser since it came. Oh, that ornery
Barbed wire, barbed wire.
seems the West will never be the same. All on account of that.
Barbed wire.
Now, some people have claimed that there's a formula to making a great Western, or any kind of Western. I don't know if that's true, but I have found similarities in certain films. We're going to do a song now whose title does not reflect just about anything that happened in a movie of the same name, but it does reflect a lot of things that happened in about a few thousand other movies. Once upon a time in the West, a buckaroo in a big white hat chanced upon a maiden fair with flashing eyes and flaxen hair, who acted like he wasn't there. Once upon a time in the West, once upon a time in the West, the pretty gal I just told you of sat upon a one-horse shay. The critter spooked and raced away. Our hero up and saved the day. Once upon a time in the West. Yippee-yo,
We know it's so, and more than merely lore. Yippee-you, we know it's true.
'Cause we've seen the scene so many times before. Oh, once upon a time in the West, our hero, having saved the town, sang a song with stars above, wooed the maid and won her love. Now you know the story of once upon a time in the West.
Once upon a time in the West, a buckaroo in a big white hat
You tell.
chanced upon a maiden fair with flashing eyes and flaxen hair, who acted like he wasn't there. Once upon a time in the West. Once upon a time in the West, the pretty gal I just told you of sat upon a one-horse sleigh, quickly spooked and raced away. Our hero up and saved the day. Once upon a time in the West.
A yippee-yo, we know it's so, and more than merely lore. Yippee-yoo, we know it's true, 'cause we've seen the scene so many times before. Oh, once upon a time in the West, our hero, having saved the town, sang a song 'neath stars above, wooed the maid and won her love. And now you know the story of once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time in the West. Whoa, whoa, once upon a time in the West.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now, my cues are the ones that say Johnny?
Yes.
Okay, makes good sense. Well, is there any
I'll just
way,
play loud.
anywhere I can get closer to them?
Yes.
You know, for acoustical reasons. So,
Hi, Johnny.
hi, Shona.
Johnny, do you think Mark McCain would have liked this song?
He'd sure like you.
Well, would you sing it with me, please?
I'll have to ask my pa.
Oh, I don't think he'll mind. Be my little baby bumblebee.
Hey, Shona, you talking to me?
Bring home all the honey love to me.
Well, can you cook a meal for 3?
Honey, keep a buzzing, please. I got the words wrong, yes I did, but I want you to be my baby bumblebee.
You threw away my lines.
It's time to scat.
Be my little baby bumblebee.
Buzz around, keep it buzzing round.
Bring home all the honey love to me.
Little bee, little bumblebee.
Let me spend the happy hours roving with you amongst the flowers. And when we get to where no one else can see,
Bee,
baby
bumblebee. We'll be just as happy as can be.
and me, you and me.
Honey, keep a buzzing, please. I've got a dozen cousin bees, but I want you to be my baby bumblebee. Buzz, buzz. Bring home all the honey love to me. Let me spend the happy hours roving with you amongst the flowers. And when we get where no one else can see,
Oh, that's my line.
be
but-
my little baby bumblebee. We'll be just as happy as can be. Honey, keep a buzzing, please. I've got a dozen cousin bees, but I want you to be my baby
bumblebee.
Buzz, buzz.
Okay, we can do it a couple more times to get it right.
Johnny was so concerned because he hasn't sung this since we did the record. He was so concerned he was going to mess it up. Little did he know that Shona would beat him to the punch. So that was very thoughtful, Shona.
With a saddlebag full of songs, beneath the big blue sky up above, my coyotes would agree that there could never be a cowgirl near as happy as me. And with a saddlebag full of songs, with a guy I happen to love, I think it could be said the trail up ahead appears about as rosy as can be. So I'm moseying along, supposing things could never go wrong. I've got a love that's true. It's namely you and a saddlebag full of songs. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm moseying along, supposing things could never go wrong. I've got a love that's true. It's namely you and a saddlebag full of songs. A saddlebag full of songs. Yeah, a saddlebag full of songs. With a saddlebag full of songs.
Nice. One thing I noticed with my band is we had really terrific performers. All of them are great singers. They're all great, but we didn't have any nepotism in my band, which I thought, maybe that's why it's so good. But then I realized I have some cousins who are just fantastic. And so I invited them to join the band. And again, I don't like to brag, but I will boast and say that they're just absolutely terrific. And I think I'll just bring them out right now. They helped me with this lecture last week by singing some songs by many of the cowgirls. And they're going to do 2 songs for you right now just to kick things off in a lively fashion. Please welcome Shona, Corona, and Katrona, the Saguaro Sisters.
Oh, she's the queen of San Joaquin, the cutest little gal you've ever seen. As she moses by, the buckaroos all sigh and do their western best to try and up and catch her eye, but they all know to be her beau would clearly be the key to paradise. For if angels up in heaven were as fair in form and face, cowbells would be scrambling to break into the place. But until then, they keep their hand to meet the queen of San Joaquin. Queen of San Joaquin, the cutest little gal you've ever seen. As she moses by, the buckaroos all sigh and do their western best to try and up and catch her eye, for they all know to be her beau would clearly be the key to paradise. For if angels up in heaven were as fair as form and face, cowbells would be scrambling to break into the place. But until then, they'll keep their yen to meet the queen of San Joaquin. She's really something, the one and only queen of San Joaquin. Yeah!
Well, y'all, I'd like to introduce Shona here.
Howdy. And this is Katrona.
Howdy. And that's Corona. How? As all of you know, that's the official Algonquin Indian roundtable greeting.
Loosely translated, it means
Yeehaw! We have a lot more songs, but today we're just going to do one more for you.
And this one we just found.
Yeah, it's a cowgirl song too, so we hope you like it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All the cowpokes are grown by the little filly, the cutest little girlie in the West. To understate, she ain't just great, she ain't even merely just the best. But when you meet her, you will quickly fathom why she's driving them bananas in these parts. In a winding line they stand from here to the Rio Grande to meet the gal who
something how she does what she does every time. Ooh, the amount of heart she's stolen constitutes a certified crime. And by the way, we're here to state with no exaggeration that every word you've heard of her is true. It ain't no lie, it ain't no legend, so don't misunderstand or misconstrue. She's got a crazy way of driving local any buckaroo who comes within a mile. And when they leave, they yearn for the moment they return to catch that cute and captivating smile of little Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. There ain't no gal as sweet, I mean you really gotta meet that little Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. Yippee-ki-yo, that little Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. Your larker should be told that she is nearly 4 years old, that little Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. Becky of Sunnybrook Ranch. Wahoo!
The Saguaro Sisters.
We have a great lineup today. And to start it off, we're going to have the Saguaro Sisters come up and sing. Oh, no, wait a minute. They were snowed in and they couldn't come, so Will Ryan is going to come here and entertain us without the girls. Let's hear it for Will.
I know, what a disappointment. For those of you who don't know, I've been singing at these luncheons with the Saguaro Sisters for the last almost 2 years now. And they're wonderful, they're my cousins. They're wonderful, they're charming, and they are in fact snowed in up in Lake Arrowhead. When we found that out, I got some volunteers to help out on this next song. This is not one of the songs we're going to do, but it's a song that does involve a trio, and I think it's an easy song for a trio to do. So I'd like to introduce our trio for this afternoon. Cliff and Bruce Boxleitner, and Bob Lines. Well, we're going to do this.
The girls are snowed in, so you can't get the girls, but you get the snowflakes.
Well, I didn't say that, Cliff, but it may be true. Now, this is going to be an easy song. All right. There's only one word you have to learn. It's a vowel. It's probably one of your favorite vowels. It's most people's favorite vowel. It's the vowel I. That's good. I. Well, we got the bass here. We got the tenor here.
Hi.
All right, and we have the baritone over here. Great. Okay, good. Here's the chord. Great. That's your first chord. That's it. You're only going to do 2 chords in this whole song. The other chord is this one. That's the baritone. And then Okay, we got it. We rehearsed. Okay. Here's a song called "When I Say I, I Really Mean It," and it goes and when I stop, you guys go I. You can help if you'd like.
Nobody can hear up here.
That sounds good. Okay, let's try it. When I say I really mean it. Especially when I'm saying it to you. And it ain't like I can help it. I just gotta up and yelp it. From being with you when you do them crazy things you do. When I say I really mean it. And I mean it more than words can ever mean. Not bad. It encapsulates so clearly how I feel so sincerely when I say I. When I say I really mean it. Big finish. Yeah! Let's hear it for the Saguaro Brothers.
Jazz on the range, jazz on the prairie. Dig that western skiffle beat in its vocabulary. Because the thing we sing is filled with a fundamental swing. We call it jazz on the range, jazz on the range. And them are places, cool or hot, we've got the lot in those wide open spaces. So when you hear it, or merely near it, you're filled with an elemental cheer. We call it jazz on the range. Hey, hey, yippee-o-ki-yay. We can dream up lyrics just like that all day.
Da-ba-dee-da-da-da.
When you say it, or hoody-hey it, there's no mistaking what you hear. It's clearly jazz on the range, jazz on the do-ah, 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 do-ah.
Thank you very much. Thanks, folks.
Well, we do have a new CD, and Rob gave us permission to mention that if you go on Indiegogo.com and look up Will Ryan CD, you'll find information about that, and you might enjoy it, I think.